Hello, beloved, and how are you doing? How has it been for you? The month of July 2026. How has been the month? How has the month been running for you? This is the third week of July 2026 already, and as you see it, the month is also running out. This is the third week. I trust you have been holding on to God. I trust you have been believing Him. I trust you have been trusting Him. I trust you have been aligning with every of His words to you. I trust you have been focusing your gaze on Him. And as you go in this new week, the third week of July, listen, you are as powerful and victorious in the journey of life and destiny to the degree of your alignment to the instructions that God gives to you. I'll take that again. I mean that your victory, your being powerful, is correspondent to how well and to the degree to which you align yourself to God's instructions. In other words, when God gives an instruction, your victory with respect to that word, how powerful you become with that word, how strong you become with that word, how mighty you become with that word, is a product of your alignment. God speaking to Moses when the children of Israel were to go through the Red Sea, and then they were in disarray, they were troubled, they were even speaking to Moses, oh, you will have left us, in Egypt, you should have just left us there, why bother us, and all of those things. And Moses had a conversation with God, and what God told him was that, see, what is in your hand? He said, this rod. He said, now that rod, you have to stretch it forth to the sea. And it doesn't make sense, but Moses obeyed, and the end product of that obedience was that the Red Sea parted. The Red Sea parted. There was a result that came as a result of the fact that he obeyed to the instructions. He aligned himself to those instructions. And you are as powerful, you are as victorious to the degree to which you abide and you align to the instructions that God is giving. The same happened in the life of Joshua too, when they were to pass through the land of Jericho. Jericho was shut up, and God told him, He said, see, you are going to round about this city once in 6 days. Then on the seventh day, 7 times you are going to do that. And then we have the priest and the psalmist and the singers blowing the trumpet and all of those things. It does not make sense, but then they still obey. And as a result of that, victory was assured. Even in terms of your blessedness, in terms of your financial prosperity, in terms of your prosperity in this season, and as you go in this new month, it is also tied to how aligned you are to the instructions of God. God told Isaac, when there was famine in Gerar, Isaac was to leave Gerar. He wanted to leave Gerar. He wanted to go into Egypt because there was famine. And God told him, He said, go not down thou into Egypt. He said, stay in this land. He said, and you should sow in this land. And the Bible said Isaac sowed in that land. And at the end, he said, in that same year, he reaped 100-fold, meaning that he reaped all that he sowed. And what was it that he sowed? He sowed the word. He sowed what God told him. He just aligned himself to those instructions. Even your safety in this month, even your safety as you go in this new week, even your safety as you go in the journey of life is also tied to how obedient you are and how aligned you are to the instructions of God. Even when Jesus was still a baby, his safety was as a result of the instructions that Joseph obeyed. When the angel appeared to him, he said, see, take this child and go down into Egypt, because King Herod is looking for him to kill. The people that want to kill him are looking for him to kill. Father Joseph and Mother Mary could have been like, this child that you call a holy child, you mean they want to kill him? They could have argued. They could have said, you said he's a holy child. Now, why would? But then they obeyed. They obeyed. And then that led to the safety of Jesus as a baby. Even the disciples, when Jesus was to leave the world, He was telling them, He said, tarry ye in the city of Jerusalem until you are endued with power. they obeyed, and that led to the breakout of the new face of Christianity. I'm telling you, there are things that God would have to do with your life, but it needs that you will align with His instructions. You have to align. The degree to which you become prosperous, the degree to which you are secured in destiny, the degree to which you are correctly positioned, the degree to which you are divinely placed, the degree to which you also become victorious and enjoy a breakthrough in the journey of life and destiny are a function of how aligned, or how you obey, of how aligned and how obedient you are to what God is giving to you. And as we go in this new week, this is a charge to you and a charge to myself that we should align ourselves to the instructions of God, obey the instructions of God, and trust Him to lift you high, and trust Him to bring to pass all that He has said to you. And till the next time I'm going to see you, I call you blessed, I call you favored, I call you helped, I call you the blessed of the Lord. Amen.